They're witches.
So, apparently I'm a witch.
She's a witch.
I'm the love witch.
I am a witch.
I am a witch.
So just came out.
Now the witches.
Indeed. Good evening, everybody. The witch is back. Hello, everyone. I hope you are fine and dandy and well. Shouldn't have moved that really, but never mind. Good evening. I hope you're all well. This is Beyond Authentic, where we will be documenting some tarot experiences tonight. I nearly said documenting our weight loss journey, but that's on the other channel. Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody is feeling grand this fine and dandy Tuesday evening. If you're in the UK, let me know how hot it is right now where you are, because I've got to say we're up there in that there Leeds, proper Yorkshire, and it is absolutely roasting. Roasting, it is roasting. It is blooming roasting. It is so warm. Good evening to Patricia. Hello, my darling. Welcome to you. Oh, did I just put it on and lose it? Yes, I did. Hello, my love. I hope you're very, very well this fine and dandy evening. I know you're a little bit further south than us, so you must be even warmer. Even warmer. So yes, make sure you are staying hydrated, everybody. Normally, as you know, are you ready for this? Is everybody ready for what I'm about to say? Because this is going to be shocking for those of you that might not know. Are you ready? I haven't got a coffee. I haven't got a coffee. I've had a coffee today. I've only had the one though. I haven't got a coffee. It is too hot for coffee, so I have got water. Absolutely too hot for coffee. So I've got water with a little bit of squash in. And when I say too hot, what I mean is coffee helps you go for a wee. Yeah, there's already too much of that happening for me at the moment. Having some health concerns, so I might not be here. Not this Tuesday coming. Tuesday after, I won't be here because I'm having laser surgery on my eye. So that week I'm going to schedule it to the Thursday, just to let you everybody know. So that isn't Tuesday coming. Honestly, Lisa, I honestly, everybody, I did turn my diary over already, even though it's 11 days into August, 12 days into August. It wasn't on July, honest. So yes, on the 26th, I have some laser surgery being done. So the stream that week will be on the 28th, on the Thursday, just so that everybody is aware. Get that in your diaries now if you are a regular here. Also, what else? There was something else I was going to say. There was another thing I was going to say. And I've forgotten what the other thing was. What was I saying? Mods, members, subscribers, everybody. There was something else I was saying. I don't know what it was. Good evening, Patricia. Good evening, Lisa, and everyone who knows. Geez, way too hot for Scotland, says Dormouse. I know. Neil, you know, Neil was here on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Must have been. Today's Tuesday because I got weighed in. The last stream was on a Sunday, so that was Sunday, so that's when Neil was here. Right, okay, I've got it. So yeah, Neil was here on Sunday, and then he's obviously gone back to the Orkney Isles, which is where he lives, and he said that it was going to be super warm in the Orkneys, and I think that's further north than you. You've had a fan on all day. I have had a fan on all day. When we went to get weighed in, I've got a new little one of these. You know, the modern handheld ones that sounds like a hand dryer from when you go in the toilets. You know, the Dyson hand dryers where you go in, it goes that. I got one of the new fans, the new fangled ones that do that, and you plug in and recharge them. So I've got one of those for me for Slimming World. But I've got a fan on. I've just moved. I was about to say I've got a fan on in here. I have, and then I just moved the chair. Look, we've got a new chair for Rufus for when we do the health streaming on the other channel, but now because it's got a back on it, it shows up. Also my new, you know, I said about an obsession with Lego. I'll show you the photos on the stream on Sunday. Not only have I made us in Lego, but I've also got a little office space with my 2 screens and everything. I've made the desk. Amazing. Anyway, good evening, Percy. Absolutely boiling. Yep, absolutely is. It is a little warm, but you know what? I don't mind that. You've got a caffeinated one with a side order of iced water. That's the secret, you see. Drink your coffee. Drink your coffee. Drink your coffee. Absolutely. I am a nice coffee girl, Percy. I absolutely am a nice coffee girl. Unfortunately, I can only drink iced coffee from that there Costa because I'm bougie. So because of that, I could just put some ice in the freezer. That might actually make some more sense. We've got space in the freezer now. But yeah, I do like my iced coffee, but I am very particular about it. So yeah, lovely iced coffee normally. But I've had a coffee today and I've had a Lucozade energy drink, 0 calories, 0 everything. So it's not as if I'm out of caffeine. I just don't really want any more. So yeah, and the bladder's doing something. So I've got to go for a cystoscopy soon as well. So all of the things. But I did weigh in tonight, so that was good. Make sure you are on the other channel for that. I need to put a button on, don't I, about the other channel. That would be an ideally. So you watch, I'll forget that instantly. But anywho, right, what are we doing? You would love to go to Orkney. Blooming lazy of you to not popped up. Is it? I don't know how close you are. I haven't been anywhere this year. I mean, we went to a couple of Pride events, but that's about it. I haven't gone to anything else. I haven't done anything else this year. I keep saying, I need to do this, that and the other. And then things keep happening. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. Ethelred the Unready, good evening to you, Ed. Hello, all. Good evening to Dormouse. You make a great iced coffee. I'll have to come up to yours then for one day. It's a bit far to go. Oh, I missed Ma. Good evening, Ma. Hello to you, my love. Right, I think I've said hello to everybody in that there lovely chat. Have I? Yes, I think so. News. I've done the news. Not going to be here on the 26th. Going to be on the 28th instead that week. Good evening to Nanette's Blood Rose Horror Nightmare. Hello, everyone. How hot is it where you are, Nanette? Because it is roasting here in the UK. Absolutely blooming. We all feel like a boil in the bag rice. Or what is it? Roast in the bag chicken. That's what we all feel like. I do now, to be honest, I do now have a better idea of what the vegetables feel like when you put them in the air fryer. I really do, to be honest, if it is that warm. Especially when you get in the car. Oh, bloody heck. Anyway, enough about all of that. There was something else I was going to say today, and I have completely and utterly forgotten what it was. Oh, well, don't remember. Anyway, I am wearing today my Lilia earrings. Have we all watched Agatha All Along? Is everybody caught up with it again? Can we start? Is everybody there? I'm mainly now addressing Neil. If Neil is watching this back. Neil, have you watched it? Because, you know. But yes, I'm wearing the Lilia earrings today from my collection. I know, from my collection. Sounds like I'm a designer, doesn't it? Well, I guess I am. So yes, what was I going to say? There was something I was going to say today, and I've completely and utterly forgotten it. Anyway, so yes, the earrings I'm wearing are actually available via eBay, via the Witches Road, if you fancy going down that route. I'm going to play this, and we're going to start some tarot right now. Oh, thank you. Computer, what is the temperature in Leeds now?
Right now, in Leeds, England, it's 25 degrees Celsius.
25 degrees in that there Leeds, and it is 7:15 in the evening right now. So that shows you how warm it is. It's apparently today got up to 29. Flipping heck. Hot. Yes, thank you. I realised I was muted. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. It's because I was doing something else. Anyway, so how do you get a reading on this channel? What's it all about? As it says down here, it's been telling you that for most of the live stream so far. So, dead simple. There are two ways to get a reading. The first way is wait until you... That noise, when that plays, it is time to get your questions in. Okay, it is time to get your questions in. You go, you get your questions in. One of those is then selected at random. When you do type your questions, make sure you start it with the word question. That's super important so that we can find them. The keeper of the questions will then select one at random. Let me know who that person is, and that's who I read for. We do that throughout the evening until 9 p.m. when the live stream ends. However, if you want to just send any amount, that will get you the next available slot. If you want to guarantee a longer reading, donations of £8 or $10 US will get you a 6 or 7 card reading, so a longer reading. That is how you do that. And if I get more than one super chat at any one time, I will go through them in the order they come in. Okay, so that's really important. So you might send a super chat of, I don't know, $5. Okay, you go, oh, send you $5. YouTube takes its 30%. What's left, whatever comes to us at the end of each month, 10% goes to the PDSA, which is the People's Dispensary for Sick Animals here in the UK. It's an amazing charity that help with veterinary bills and things like that. So some people that are on benefits or some people that are struggling can get help with their benefit bill, with their pet bills. And if you find an animal on the side of the road that's been injured and it's not your animal, if you take those animals to the PDSA, they will treat those animals as well for free. If it's not your, if you just come across an injured kitten or an injured dog or a fox, they treat them as well. So it's an amazing charity. We also give 10% to the Albert Kennedy Trust, which is a UK based charity for LGBTQIA plus youth, to help them basically to help deviate them away from homelessness. So they're trying to alleviate the issue of young LGBTQIA plus young queer folk getting kicked out of their houses or kicked out of their accommodation purely and simply because of their identities, and then ending up on the streets, because then there is a very, very high risk rate for people then going to some very, very dark places. So we give 10% of it to them as well. That's standard. That's going to be our two new charities pretty much moving forward, if that makes sense. Yes, so that's what happens. So you send your super chat, that's where the money goes. The rest of it we put back into the channel. As you will know, I seem to have all the gremlins when it comes to technology. So regularly we have to upgrade the cameras, the cables, the stream decks, all of the stuff that we use, and that's where anything that comes in goes. Hopefully all of that's been explained. We will open a few rounds as we go. There are some rules on this channel. Now, please be, like, the biggest rule of all, I guess, is please be kind to one another. I know it's such a lame thing to say, isn't it? So lame. You go, live, love, be kind. It's so lame. However, it's vitally important, especially in this day and age where, people are arguing and fighting amongst ourselves just for the sake of politics, for the sake of all sorts of random nonsense. Let's not do that. Let's be kind here. It's a safe space. Before we go on, here's the housekeeping. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do make all of your own decisions about your own life. Tarot should never be used to replace medical advice, legal advice, financial advice, or counselling advice. If you're looking for support in these areas, please do seek out professionals in these areas. You do have to be 18 years of age or over to get a tarot reading on this channel. And remember, please don't share private information here or anywhere else on the internet that you wouldn't want anyone or everyone finding out about now or anytime in the future. Yes, indeed. Please keep care. Take care of your personal information. Right then, we'll do one catch up on the chat and then we will rock and roll into some lovely tarot readings. We're going to be using the Unfolding Path Tarot. This one here, it's a beautiful deck. Very, very similar in feel to the Fifth Spirit. Made by a different person, different people, different everything. However, it's got that same sort of quite honest vibe, but this one is just a little bit gentler. This one is more of a hot summer's day. Do you know what I mean? On a hot summer's day, would you offer your throat to the wolf with the red roses? It's a bit more like that. The other one is a bit more blunt. This one's a little gentler, so that's what we like. Anyway, Nanette, you wish they'd do that here. You can't get stuff like that over in the States to help you with your pets. A lot of places don't do that in the UK either. As I say, it's a charity here in the UK that are massively underfunded, massively, like in massive amounts of need. But yeah, Percy, you brought massive ice clubs, says Dormouse. Well, no, hang on, that's not right. Massive ice cube molds. Oh, so you only need one. No dilution of coffee. You pinch a go of Grumpy's coffee machine and a programmed a high strength triple espresso. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to come to your house. You need to make me a coffee. That sounds blooming amazing. High strength espresso with some ice. Bit of for me. Bit of oat milk. Couple of squirts of my sugar-free syrup because I've got to have that in every coffee. That is absolutely amazing. You're a boring old woman. You're currently drinking a can of ice cold lager. That's lovely. That's lovely. Just remember to have some water later, Patricia, because like alcohol does dehydrate you as well. There's a local big football match down the road. You can hear the drums and the music. Wow. I like all the pageantry. I just don't like the sport. Patricia says, you're not boring. You're a very learned person. Oh my gosh, Rabina. Good evening, Rabina. I hope you're well, says Patricia. I echo that entirely. Good evening, Rabina. Long time no see. I hope you're doing very well, my darling. Good evening to you. And then Percy says, oh my God, Dormouse, that does sound amazing. Doesn't it just? Do you do deliveries? Can I get you on Just Eat? Or no, Just Drink? Just coffee. That's all I want. There should be an app for that. There isn't yet. Anyway, shall we start? I think we should. I'm in a really good mood, as you can tell. Mainly because don't tell Rufus, right? I know, right? Here we go. What's happening? Don't tell Rufus, but I might have accidentally. I said I was staying up to edit a recipe for the other channel last night. I might have just spent all night playing with Lego. I might have just made the office in Lego, and I bought a little office chair, Lego office chair thing, and I didn't like it. So I had two. One is designed very similar to my chair here with the headrest and everything. And the other one was just a piece of plastic, old moulded old plastic. So I got rid of that, scavenged through all the bits, random bits of Lego I've got, and built a copy of the other chair. So it's just like his one, slightly lower and everything. It's really cool. That's what I was doing. I know, right? Instead of editing. Anyway, yes. I know. Oopsie. Anyway, shall we go for a round? I think, do you know what? I think we should. And where should we go first? I know where we're going to go first. We are going to go to the most amazing place that I could possibly imagine being right now. So, first things first. The round is officially open. The doodahs have gone in the chat. There you go. The round is open. Either send your question as a super chat to guarantee it's next, or start your question with the word question and one will be chosen at random. Go ahead and do those things now. Absolutely. It is time to get your questions in. You've got 30 seconds while we all go and imagine ourselves standing, sitting and generally being under this gorgeous waterfall. asks your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods. Exactly. Do just ask one of our lovely, lovely, lovely moderators. I have just spilt Bonjela all over my leg. All over my leg. That was good. That was very good. That means these are going to have to go in the wash. Oh, all smells like aniseed now. If you don't know what Bonjela is, if you're from, I don't know if it's worldwide, this stuff. It is a thing to help with mouth ulcers. Unfortunately, my bottom set, I've got some false teeth in because I had a load of teeth knocked out when I was attacked a few years back. And every time I lose weight, my set stops fitting as well, and then it rubs. So that's what's going on there. I know, right? Too much information. Right, keeper of the questions has said Ma. Oh, there we go. Got it, my darling. And let's have a look for you over here. We're going to transition the wibbly wobbly wobblies. Are you ready? Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. I know, right? It's like Austin Powers. So then, Ma, good evening to you. The first cab off the rank tonight. We are going to cleanse the space. And we're going to bring in Wispy, the elemental air dragon. First of all, Wispy, good evening, my lovely friend. Hello, welcome to the channel tonight, my love. Wispy is the connection that I have with the Akashic Records via an egregore servitor thought form type thing. If you want to know, the link has just been put into the live chat, so do please go and check that out. There's a podcast episode all about what Wispy is, what Wispy does, all of the malarkey. So do go and check that out. It's if you want to visualize Wispy, right, the way I always describe him is imagine Falcor from the from Labyrinth. I was my brain. No, Neverending Story. That's the one. Falcor from Neverending Story, but made out of wisps of steam, ether. You know, the dew as it melts off the meadows in the early morning sunshine. All of that. The sort of steam from a really nice, lovely, gorgeous double espresso, triple espresso before you put it over ice. You know, you get that little wisps of steam, and those wisps. Imagine that in the shape of Falcor. That's Wispy. I know, right? That is lovely, isn't it? Sounds lovely. And Wispy is amazing. He is my connection with the Akashic Records. Don't worry, I did drop several. I will make sure I pick them all up. Yeah, that's all of them. Oh dear. Oh dear, look at that. He's getting back at me because I said Labyrinth, you see. Sorry, Wispy. It's not Labyrinth. Labyrinth has the if you need us. Yes, if you need us. That's Labyrinth. And the horse. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the horse. Let's not talk about the horse. Nothing happens to any horses in the film Labyrinth. If you've never seen it before, it's a really lovely story where everybody survives right until the end and they all live happily ever after. Although if you've never seen it before, you've never seen David Bowie's Codpiece. Jesus Christ, that gets an honourable mention. Whenever you talk about Labyrinth, you have to mention David Bowie's Codpiece. Sorry, Ma, we're completely off track, aren't we? Let's have a look. Just started seeing a guy. Should I give him a shot? Is it a good match for you? Right then, Wispy, we want to have a relationship connection between Ma and the guy that they are seeing. Is this going to be a good match? That's what we want to know. So let's look for the relationship readings. We'll go with... it's a bit early for that one. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the standard where you are. what you need to know and what the opportunity is. Okay, so we do the standard three-way, but what we want to have is, there we go, we're going to focus through on the relationship, the new connection. Oh, there we go. What you have, where you are, sorry. The 9 of Cups. Look how cheerful that person is. Look at that. Can you see how cheerful they are? Look at that. What you need to know. Oh, King of Cups. Now that becomes an interesting card. Why are we so off kilter tonight? Hang on, which way is it? Sorry, everybody. There we go. I think that's a bit better. And the outcome, the 9 of Pentacles. So then, what do these cards mean for you, Ma, and for your potential relationship? Do bear with. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know why. See, I'll move it and then it doesn't want to. There we go. Perfect. Nobody move, nobody breathe, nobody sneeze, nobody do anything. So then, the 9 of Cups. You can see the joy on this card. Look at that. Look how amazingly joyful, joyous, joyful, all of that. You can see how happy this person is in this card. My mouse has stopped working. There we go. See, something else that I need to invest in, a new thing. Never ends, does it? Anyway, the 9 of Cups. The 9s for me are full, okay? 10s are overflowing. So the 9 of something is when we've got the maximum energy. So in terms of this card, look at the joy in this card, Mom. Look at it. Look at the joy. Look at the joy. Look at the joy. Look how happy this person is. Oh my gosh. Totally loved up. Arms outstretched. Feeling it. Eyes closed. Look. Eyes closed. Big old smile. They are just like, hi. They're either embracing, like, hi, come and give me a hug. Or they're like, I am gazing in the sunlight, in the amazing warm sun. Almost like when you get up on a hot summer's day, isn't it? But that is a beautiful card for a beautiful position. So this is literally saying, Mark, that I think you've met this guy, right? Started seeing him, and I think you're having the feelings. Do you know what I mean? I think you're having the feels. The feels are real. They are there. You are starting to feel that, oh, this could actually, this could be something. Is there a little flutter when you think of him, when you see him? Do you go, oh, there's a little bit of a flutter in the gutter? No, that's wrong. A flutter in the, do you go, oh, like heart eyes? Because that's what it feels like. What you need to know, King of Cups. Right, now. Let's be honest. He's a romantic. Right? He's a romantic. He's very, very sure of himself. He will probably be, and again, whether or not you reply to this, but the King of Cups is somebody who's normally a really good lover, who is somebody who makes their partners feel amazing, feel fantastic. He's a very loving, open, and very, very like caring and connected person. The one thing about the Kings, they can be, if I say an ex-player, I think you get what I mean, right? The Knights generally are the players. The Knights are the ones who, if they're straight men, will go chasing every bit of skirt. If they're gay men, will go chasing every stereotype here, but, you know, chasing every hottie. They tend to be quite active, other Knights. The Kings, bit more experienced, know a bit more about what they want, will know what they want in the bedroom, will know what they want from a relationship, will know what they want from life in general, okay? A much more all-round kind of person with that connection. So it sounds like if he's sort of into you, and you're clearly with that 9 of Cups into him, it sounds interesting. This sounds like it could be a good combination. The only thing I will say, be careful, because on the outcome card we do have another 9, but it is the 9 of Pentacles. Now this is about growth, effort and work. Now for me, as I say, Pentacles is also traditionally seen as work, career and finances, but it's also about growth and about effort. Now for me, when a 9 is reversed, as much as it's everything, do you know what I mean, it's full, there is an element here that there might need to be a lot of work put in to the relationship. Now what I mean by that is that it may well be that either one of you might have some baggage that needs clearing out. There might be a lack of growth kind of from either one of you. It may well be that there's some healing that needs to do. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel as if this is a red flag. This isn't a no, it's not worth doing. It feels very much like this card. It's sort of saying, look, be aware that as amazing as the King is, as amazing as you're feeling right now, and this connection feels very, very vibrant, be aware it's going to take some effort to make this work longer than a summer fling, right? And it depends whether you're up for that effort. Wispy, I'm going to pull one more card, my friend. And what I would like to know, I'm pulling from the middle of the pack. If Ma does, in fact, give this relationship a go, then what are we looking at in terms of how the relationship, where the relationship is headed, right? So we know that it might take a bit of effort. If say, that effort is put in, if Ma decides to put that effort in, what are we looking at? And also the King, do you know what I mean? If both of them put that effort in, it might mean scheduling, it might mean work issues, it could be that there is, it could also be a financial thing. So be aware there as well, Ma, right? Wispy's just reminding me, finances. Let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got the Strength reversed, right? Okay, be careful. Be a little bit careful, right? Eyes wide open. Be careful that with the Strength card being reversed coming in as a where you're headed, be careful that you don't, how can I put this? Be careful that the feelings you're feeling now, right, and the if this guy is as lovely as it seems that the King of Cups is suggesting, be careful that you don't allow yourself to be used, right? Be careful that you don't rush into things in terms of let's live together, let's get a shared bank account, let's do this, let's do that. Do you know what I mean? The Strength reversed is saying just to don't let all your barriers down, don't become weak, isn't kind of what I mean, but it is. Don't put your boundaries down. Don't, do you know what I mean? Like, don't go into it 2,500 miles an hour. This isn't a warp speed thing. Go into it, but it does really feel as if there's going to need to be some effort, and you're going to need to have that strength about you, right? Just be aware of that. It does feel like there's a positive connection here. Whether or not you can make it work in the ultimate long term, if that's what you're wanting, that's where the cards are a little bit unsure at this point. Now, again, I can only see normally 6 months maximum into the future. Normally, we're looking at a couple of months. It seems perfectly fine for that next couple of months, right? So at that point, you'll have a clearer idea of where you're headed. What I would say is get to know one another. have those boundaries in place. You might want to drop this boundary a little bit, drop that one a little bit. But what you don't do is go, oh my God, Bob, I love you so much. Let's move in together. Here is my entire life. You are now in control of everything. Here are all my friends that I will never see. Do you know what again? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what again? Do you know what I mean? Just be a little bit careful. Get to know each other. It feels like both of you have some healing. Both of you have some work to do there because of that growth card. But it also does feel as if, I kind of want to say with that strength card as well, it could also imply that, how can I put this? He might be a bit guarded, or you might be a bit guarded. If one of you's come from, a difficult relationship recently, and I don't mean in the last couple of months, I mean like in the last couple of years. If a relationship's ended for either of you in the last couple of years, it might be that one of you is a little reticent about showing weakness, right? Which can be a wonderful thing. Hello, Alvy. It can be a wonderful thing when that happens. Do you know what I mean? And it's ultimately, it is a self-care thing, isn't it? Anyway, I hope that helps, my darling. Let me have a look at the chat. Hello, Alvy. Why are we so blessed with your presence here, my darling? Is it because I've got the big floor fan all to myself in here? Is it? Do you want... Oh, sorry, my love. Do you want to say hello to everybody on the stream? Do you? Come here, then. Are you ready? Oh, this old girl. This is our lovely Alvy. She's our old girl. Aren't you? Say hello, Alvy. Say hello into the microphone. Say hello. Is Daddy out in the garden? Is it too hot for you out there? Hello. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Yes. Right then, I'm going to pop you back in the lounge. I know. I do love you, yes. I do love you lots. Yes, I do. I love you so, so much. But Mummy's in the middle of a live stream. There are people here from all over the world watching you right now. Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. You are famous. You are famous, aren't you? You are famous. I know. You should say hello to all your lovely, adoring fans out there on the interwebs. I know. Come on, then. Should we go and pop you with Daddy? Should we? I know. If I was able to, I could sit you here on my lap and do the stream all evening and just do the cards like that, couldn't I? Yeah, she's popped into the chat. I mean, to the stream. What? Yeah, hang on. All right. All right. Say goodbye, Alvy. Say goodbye to everybody on the internet. Bye-bye. She just jumped in here, so she thought, oh... Yeah, oh, is she? She's on Zoomies. The baby's having an ADHD hyper moment. Night night, Alvy. She's going to go in and with Daddy in the lounge. Bless her. Let Alvy read for you. I know, right? That could be funny. Too cute for words. Thank you. She is the apple of our eye. She's the goodest girl. She really, really is. Thank you. A super chat from CodeDeb. Thank you, CodeDeb. I will get to that shortly. Hello, Alvy, says Nanette. Everybody's saying hello. She is beautiful, Percy. She is a bit grey now and a bit, showing her age. A bit like me. I would love to say this is sun bleached, but, it is the grey hairs coming through. Right then, Ma. Oh, it's probably him then. His ex cheated. He isn't going to show weakness. And he will absolutely categorically take a little bit of time to open up. Be aware of that. The Kings of Cups love openly and honestly with all that they are, which means when they get hurt, the hurt goes deep. Take it slow. You think between us, he is feeling more. I can sense it. You're more skeptical in general. No worries, my darling. He ended. Oh, okay. Hang on. Makes sense. He's very caring and soft. But yes, he ended an 8-year-long relationship 8 months ago. Yeah, it will be, my darling. It will be him. But it does feel like, it feels like a positive connection. Yeah, go. Go, Gil. Oh, go, girl, go. Go, girl. Go girl, girl. Thank you. They are beautiful cards. They are from Hay House by Athene Noctua. Not that you need an excuse to buy any more cards, Nanette. Right, Code Deb, a birthday reading for you, my darling. Happy birthday, Code Deb. Right, my darling, I'll tell you what I will do for you, because you are a lovely supporter of the channel. What I will do, my love, is I'm going to upgrade you to the longer reading. Okie dokie. So happy birthday to you, my darling. Feel free to put your age in the chat if you want. You don't have to. I don't. I nobody knows my true age. It's 27. But yes, do have a lovely day. So then, would you like I'll give you the option on here, Deb. Would you like a reading which is all about like a more generalized reading, or would you like the Agatha All Along Path Ahead? What's it called? Traveler's Path. Path Ahead, Pathway, Path, Garden Path, Up the Garden Path. Can't remember. Which would you like, my darling? Let me know. If you can do, whether you'd like a generalized reading or the Path Ahead one. Let's have a look. You want them cards? You're always playing cards. You've already bought 2 decks this month. Then you don't need an excuse to buy any more, my darling. You don't need an excuse to buy any more. Right, let's do the cleanse. A general, absolutely no problem. Right, that one. Wispy, good evening to you. Wispy, Code Deb, my darling. Code Deb would like a longer reading. We're going to do the 6-card inverted triangle for Code Deb. General reading for it's partly for Deb's birthday, but we also want to know specifically how old she is. No, we don't. We want to know specifically what the next couple of months are going to look like for Code Deb. Okay, I would say the next 6 months, but that's pushing it. So we're going to go for the next couple of months. General pattern, Wispy, with the root. Okay, so the general sort of vibe with that root, the theme of the next couple of months, and that's what we want to look at. Okay, so Wispy is prepped. Wispy is off, gallivanting around the universe, the ether, time and space, wibbly wobbly and all of that malarkey, getting the doodah from the Akashic Records. There we go. And here we go. We're going to do the thing. Right, so where you are now, what you need to know, and what is coming up. Okay, and connecting the 3 to the 5, we have the 7, the 5 to Justice, we've got the 10 of Swords, and the root, the base, the theme. Ooh, deadlines. The 8 of coins, the 8 of Pentacles coming up as your root. Right, okay, I need to move all of these slightly further up. Like so that we can actually get them all in shot on the camera. There we go. So then, the 3 of Pentacles. Now, a lot of these cards are reversed. Let's look at these. So, the 3 of Pentacles reversed. 3s for me are all about taking those next steps, things progressing. So it feels like there is a bit of progression happening. But because it's reversed, it's either not going in the way you expect, or it's taking its sweet time. Now, I think this is going to be in the work, career, financial element. It really does feel as if it's in that sort of space. It feels like money could kind of get a little bit more, could get a little bit sort of, I don't want to say that money is going to feel tight, but it is going to feel like okay, thank you, Wispy. Wispy's giving me, it's going to feel like January. Now, what I mean by that, You know when the bills start coming in mid-January and the credit card bill comes in and you get your bank statement and you get all the other stuff and you're like, oh, Christmas was a bit more than I thought it was. It's going to feel sort of like this. So you need to take those next steps forward to enable you to balance the books a bit more, right? So it is talking about moving things forward, but because it's reversed, it's like there's a need for that now. So this isn't just it'll be nice if I do a few more hours at work, then I can, I don't know, go to the cinema, have the extra large popcorn, the extra large pop, the extra large whatever. Do you know what I mean? We're not talking that. We're talking I need to balance the books. I need to not pay back what's owed, but it's getting that sort of vibe, Deb. I don't know quite what that means, but yeah, it feels almost like there's I don't know whether it's a loan or an overdraft or a mortgage or whatever. It's like there's something about paying back, like rebalancing and paying back. You're not going to want to do it, which is why the 3 is reversed, but it needs doing, right? And that's where you are at the moment. You've got the 5 of Pentacles coming up in the what you need to know. Now, again, this was reversed. Now, the 5 of Pentacles is very much about reaching out and asking for help when you need it, right? So it may well be that you need to ask for support. You might need to access something like food bank, food stamps. Now, I know a lot of people get very, have a lot of opinions about things like this, but it could just be that a paycheck is late, or that, there's been a mess up at the bank, or the tax people have taken too much money, something along those lines. It could just be a temporary thing. It's not saying that you're going to need to do this for a long, long time. So don't worry about, oh my God, my birthday is all about debt and bills. This is reversed. So again, I think it's something that either you are either kind of oh God, I really can't see anything without these on these days. That's when you know you're getting old. I said to Rufus the other day, I said, do you remember when I only needed my glasses to read something off the screen? He was like, yeah, that was only a couple of years ago. I was like, oh. Yeah, as I say, it's either that you are paying back something and therefore all the money needs to go on that to balance things, or again, this is just a oh, okay, Wispy, thank you. It could be that you're owed money. I think it could be you're owed money because we've got justice coming up. I think you might be owed money, right? Because it does feel as if there is a need here with this justice card to come. This is legal, and again, it's reversed. It could mean that it's not going your way, or it could mean that, again, this is something that, for instance, right, if you've got a property and you're renting it out and your tenants aren't paying you rent, right, they stopped paying you 3-4 months ago. Oh, it's because of this, it's because of that. Oh, well, my daughter needed an operation and my leg fell off the other day, and then we were going to pay you the money, but then on the way to the bank the car blew up, and then we got to the bank and the bank robbers were in there, so and now I've got to pay for counselling for the stress of the bank. Do you know what I mean? It's like every single time there's an excuse. So it could be something like that, where you don't want to initiate that financial action, or it's something that you've been putting off. These 3 are very, very, very much linked, okay? So yeah, that's what to come. There is a legal thing coming up that you're going to need to address. And again, it's linked to your finances. This is all about your finances. So we're linking the 3 to the 5 of Pentacles, and we're linking that by the 7 of Cups. Now, this is absolutely not a choice you want to make. Cups is emotion, 7s are choices. When it's reversed, this is not a choice you want to make. This is what was it? Devil in the Deep Blue Sea, Rock in a Hard Place. This is the lesser of all evils. This is trying really, really hard to make the right choice. But it's a choice you've been putting off, because whatever you do will have repercussions and will have an impact, right? Whatever that is, Deb, you've just got to go with it, right? You've just got to go, look, I will choose the least worst option out of what is available, or the option that makes me the least sad and the option I can live with the most. That is what I'm doing. And I just need to make that decision and move forward. Because if you don't move forward, things are going to get worse in that financial area. In terms of things that are happening, in terms of things that are how we're headed towards this Justice card, someone's really like taking the mickey out of you. They really are. It's like it's like you're going to get pushed right to your breaking point. The 10 of Swords. Swords is trouble and strife, challenges, hurdles and obstacles, right? So this is that growth period. This is that learning. These are those growing pains. This is how we learn the lessons in life that we take with us for the next section of our lives. And I believe very firmly that we need these swords in our lives. We need these life lessons. And the only way we listen to them is if they are actually big, if that makes sense. You know, if we could learn something really easily, then it wouldn't take us falling on our backsides 30, 40, 50 times a day when we're learning to walk. Do you know what I mean? So there's definitely a thing there about how we learn life's lessons. But I think you're going to be pushed right to that breaking point, my darling. It really does feel as if for you it's going to be, you're going to have to make that choice. It's going to lead into a difficult period, and then someone's going to, it feels like this is external. It feels like, yeah, you're going to then feel it. Whatever this difficult choice is, these repercussions are going to hurt, unfortunately, my darling. I'm so sorry this is a birthday reading. Forewarned is forearmed, right? But when that happens, that's when you need to go down that legal option. That's when there's no other choice. You need to go and get some legal advice. Again, this is not legal advice in any way, shape or form, not medical advice, any of that. Tarot is for entertainment purposes here on the internet, but you do need to get this sorted, right? And if that means, bearing in mind this is looking into the next couple of months, if that means that now you might bring this forward a bit, then go ahead, bring this forward a little bit and start looking at that legal thing now. And then, Deb, the root of it, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Now again, I don't know whether you remember at the very beginning I said the root of it all is deadlines. For me, the 8 of Pentacles is you need to work, right? There is a deadline. This is burning the candle at both ends. The 8's are all about the journey to the 9, right? All about the journey to the 9. They are all about moving forward, cracking forward, moving on, getting things sorted. And this 8 is all about that, right? You need to get these things moving sooner rather than later. You really, really, really do. The 8's, you can see here, we've got a ballerina stretching, putting that work in. This is not a comfortable position, but you have to put that work in. You have to put that practice in. It's the only way that you get good at something to the point where it becomes second nature. It's putting that work, that effort in. Those 5 a.m. starts, those 8 o'clock finishes. When you need to get things done and you're pushed up against that time crunch, then sometimes temporarily you just need to get it done. That's not a successful routine long term. It's definitely not something that you can keep up, but in the short term you just need to go for it, my darling. You just need to what is it? Put the nose to the grindstone and just go for it. And I think, in all honesty, this reading is saying that whatever this financial stuff is, right, you can't bury your head in the sand anymore. You can't pretend it's not happening, right? It will lead to legal action. And if this is something where, for instance, if you're listening to this or watching this and you think, do you know what? I've got 7 credit cards and 2 overdrafts and a loan, and if it's something like that this is referring to, you need to get this sorted ASAP, because otherwise, if it's something along those lines, this justice card is going to be you getting taken to court. If it's anything else, then this will be a decision of, right, do you know what, I have to take XYZ person or company or whatever to court to get things sorted. And if that's what it is that needs to happen, my darling, then you need to get on and do it. Either way, let this be the year that you sort this out, right? It's a birthday. This is the year you're going to sort it out. Whatever else it is, this year now, moving forward, that's it. We sort this out this year. Okay, my darling, I hope that helps. Not a great big fantastic, oh, eat lots of cake, have a party, have a lovely time, but this feels really important. And honestly, the way that justice card is screaming at me, this is like warning, 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 danger, Will Robinson. If you don't get this sorted, legal recompense, the legal avenue is the only way it's going to go. I hope that helps, my love. I really do. But thank you so much for your reading. And again, apologies for it not being a very happy joy reading, but again, happy birthday to you, my love, and thank you for all of the support on the channel. And also, I know you pop in on the other one as well, our health channel. So do make sure you watch tomorrow's going to be really interesting. No spoilers, but tomorrow's is going to be really interesting. We had a different person running the group today. It was a very, very, very fun and just a really upbeat, motivating group. And at one point, I genuinely was lost for words, which, as you all know on this channel, don't happen very often. But at one point, I was, for about 5 minutes, sat with my mouth open, processing some information. So yeah. Make sure you tune in for that tomorrow. I know, right? Spoilers. Anyway, right, let's have a look in that there chat. When did the question come off the screen? Right, let me have a look. Let me go all the way back. No problem, my darling. 20. Don't laugh at 21. I could be 21. You're listening, but you're out and about. So if I don't answer a question, it's because I can't all the time at the time asked. Okay, my love. You were in Yorkshire and France in July, were you? And in the Peak District, and one day in Manchester. Fantastic time. Did you spend too much money? Did you spend too much money over here? You were in Yorkshire. Which part of Yorkshire, my darling? You know what it means. Okay, my love. Thank you. Which part of Yorkshire did you come to? What's that? Hopefully within a year. Are you moving? Are you moving over? Oh, that would be so cool if you're moving over. That would be amazing. Bud's taking his chew into the bedroom. Oh, okay. Jack's asleep. Annie Pup is currently playing with a chicken foot. She'll eat it, but she has to play with it first. Absolutely. You was only in London to change trains to go to France. And in Manchester to catch a flight. It is a terrible birthday reading. You always get the financial ones because the universe is trying to tell you. If you always get financial readings, then the universe is desperately trying to knock some sense into you or give you some sound advice. Listen, right? That justice card is worrying. Either you're going to need to take someone to court or they're going to come after you. Someone's going to come after you. Be really careful Be really careful. I don't like that Justice card in that position with that spread. I really don't. It feels ominous. Okay, my love. So if you are getting a lot of financial readings, then speak to a financial advisor. Get some advice on what you need to do. As I say, this is slightly forewarned as forearmed, because this is what's, you know, what the patterns are looking like evolving into. You've got time. Do you know what I mean? You've got time. Found it. It was hiding behind a bag of... Okay, I'm missing out, chat. You saved up all your money for a trip. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. That is so amazing. Well done, you. I can't save for toffee. I really can't. I keep saying I'm going to start saving, and then, you know, Agatha All Along Tarot deck comes out, and then what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Shall we have a new round? Shall we have a new round? I think we should. So then, I did just hear the door go. I don't think that was Alvi again trying to nudge her way in. It's so funny. The door in our corridor, passageway, we don't normally shut the door to the lounge. It's just kind of sat on the latch, if you like. So she nudges it with her nose, and then she'll nudge it, see if it will open enough, and then she pushes herself through, and then she comes to say hello. She's like that. Hello, I'm old. Oh, bless her. Anyway, it is time. Let's go ahead and do the doodah. So do please pop your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. I did put those in. I did press that button and that button. Oh, has it stopped working now? There we go. Anyway, if you would like a reading, you know what to do by now. If you are brand new here, then how you get a reading on this channel is you pop your question in the live chat, starting with the word question, whenever you hear that air horn noise. And then one of those is selected at random. If you want to guarantee your messages up next, you do it with a super chat. All of that's about to be explained. We've had a lovely, lovely waterfall. Let's go to the seaside, but I'm not allowed to have an ice cream, but I can go to the seaside. Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods. Absolutely, and if you don't know who the mods are, their name on the YouTube is in blue, in that their live chat. So as you see the chat scrolling up, if people's names are in green, those are the amazing channel supporters, our channel members. Those are the people that have opted to become a member of the channel, one of the crows. And yes, it is the best community anywhere on YouTube. I know a lot of YouTubers say that, but we have so much fun on the members only chats. Sundays at 6 p.m. for an hour, but then once a month I do a Friday night natter now, and that is normally it's a couple of hours. This last week it was over 4 because Neil was here with me and we were gassing. So yeah, it was a very, very fun members only live stream. So if you would like to take part in that, do please come and join us. I'll pop the details in the comments, live chat, and it's in the description down below. Right then, the keeper of the question says Rabina. So Rabina, my darling, I've got your question all right there. Is that come up? There we go, it has now. Will I receive good news soon? Thank you. Let's have a look, Rabina, my darling. Let's have a look for you. So again, you know me, my darling, you've been here for several years on and off. And what I will say is, as always, I can only give you the reading that the cards give me. Okay. So I hope for everybody, I hope they are good readings. But as you just heard with Code Deb's reading, sometimes it is what you need to know, right? Sometimes it is what you need to know, not what you want to hear. So just bear that in mind, my darling. But yeah, it is always what you need to know. Sometimes we're not ready for that. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's cleanse the space, my love. And we're going in with Wispy for Robina Sahonta. Let's have a wee look. we are going to ask for, is there going to be some good news coming soon? Good news. We don't want the bad news, Wispy, right? We don't care about the bad news. Life is bad news. That is what sells newspapers, right? Negative news, plane crash sells newspapers. Plane took off and everybody had a lovely time on their hollybobs, doesn't sell a newspaper. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's how it is in life, Wispy. So we know that bad news happens. Is Rabina going to get some good news? That's what we want to know. Okay, so do I want to do a different spread? Are we going to get good news? I tell you what, Wispy, we will do. We'll do the past, present, future, Wispy. Whatever that is, whatever Rabina needs good news about, we'll look at the past, we'll look at the present, and we'll look at the future. There we go. Slightly different spread. So, Wispy, past, present, future about Rabina possibly receiving some good news. News, not news. Right, let's look. So, the past, the Seven of Pentacles, reverse. So, okay, and the present, the Three of Pentacles reversed again, and the Page of Wands coming up upright in the future. So past, present and future. So then, Rabina, I don't know if this is a work related question or a finance related question. It feels like it's one of those, because the past, the Seven of Pentacles, seven's all about difficult choices, right? Choices that you might not want to make, but they are choices. Seven, is about choices. When it's reversed, for me, I interpret that as being a difficult choice. It could be a tough choice. It could be a choice where there is, almost, let's say, right, for an example, you are allergic to bread and you are allergic to dairy, right? Let's say that's a thing. It's like going to a restaurant and every single meal either has bread in it or dairy in it. That's your choices. There's a bread sauce in that one. Oh, there's a lovely bread pudding for dessert. Oh, this one comes with breading. Oh, can't have any of that. Oh, that's all right. These ones have no bread in it. There's a cheese sauce. Oh, baked brie, baked camembert. This one's got no cheese in it. You're fine with that, but it's got dairy in it. There's yogurt in this one. Oh, and the other dessert, if you can't have bread pudding, oh, it's ice cream. Yeah. So every single thing you're trying to go for is an option that you can't have, right? That's what that feels like, unfortunately. And when it comes to those choices, it feels like you've just got to make, again, in the past, you've had to make the best of that bad situation, right? It's not been, whatever this question's about, it's not been an easy path, right? You've had to make some tough choices, and that isn't always something that is comfortable for a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? That isn't something that a lot of people can cope with all the time, is making those tough work finances type decisions. So where you are now, we've got the Three again. So that Three of Pentacles is about, in a lot of decks, it's seen as a apprentice from the original Rider-Waite-Smith, and that idea of it being something that you need to learn and grow and develop, that is very much a key part of the card, key part of the Three. And I do think that this is where you are now. This is what you need to know now. This is your present right now. Again, though, because this is reversed, it's like it's basically, right, this is a learning period. And I know you're looking for good news. Long term, this is a period in life that you're going to look back on and realize this was a lesson that you had to go through. The tough choices in the past, that Seven of Pentacles, making those tough choices, tightening the belt, right? Doing those things with you in terms of making sacrifices. There we go. That's what I want to say. Making those sacrifices for others, but also financially, work, career-wise. It's something you've had to do, and it's something that where you are now, it's kind of like you still need to kind of keep moving on, if that makes sense. You need to keep moving forward, and it's one of those elements where I don't think there's good news in the present, right? And I know you're asking good news soon. I don't think things are going to improve tomorrow, but you do have in the future card. So again, bear in mind, normally I say 6 weeks, 2 months maximum. So you're looking at that sort of time period with this. So it's not all that far into the future, but we've got the Page of Wands. Wands is about confidence, self-esteem, the self-security, if you like, how you see that element, how you see yourself in the world. This feels very young. Pages are the children or childlike energy in the tarot deck. The teenagers are the rebellious ones. They're the ones that go hither and thither and do whatever. The pages are the ones that are learning. The pages are the ones that are taking those first steps, taking those steps to independence, taking those choices, making all of the mistakes and learning from them. It doesn't feel as if there's a mistake been made recently, and I don't think there's been a mistake as such. I think you were put in a position to make, whatever you choose. It's like, how can I put this? Say for instance, right? Say for instance, you are going from a right. For instance, you're at work. Companies making some cutbacks, right? You've got some choices. Do you reduce your hours, reduce your every day but still have to go in every day, reduce your days, or take that tiny bit of payoff now and try and find something else, right? It's like one of those restructuring, whichever of those three choices you're kind of stuck with. Less hours, or option 4, pay cut. So less hours, which means less money, less days, which means less money, but at least you're not having to pay to get to work every day. Pay cut, which means less money, or you take a bit of money as a payoff, but then you're not guaranteed to find another job. Do you know what I mean? None of those are positive options. However, which is the least bad for you option? It's like that's what you've had to do in the past. Where you are now is you're trying to find a way forward. But it does feel, in all honesty, my darling, it does feel as if you need to get some advice, because this Page of Wands, it's like you're not feeling confident about the decisions. Oh gosh, sorry. And it's almost like I don't know if you're hoping that someone's going to try and bail you out. This page, because it's youthful energy, is almost like, well, hopefully someone will help. Something will come. I'm playing the lottery. I might have a lottery win. I might do this. I might do that. I might do the other. Do you know what I mean? There's something that is coming. So yeah, I don't know. It feels. To answer your question 100%, will you receive good news soon? Not in the next 6 weeks as such. There will be an uptick because this is a page, even though it's youthful energy, this is still A, it's a positive card. B, you're going to feel more confident about whatever this is around, right? So if it's around your work or your finances, you're going to feel more confident about things moving forward. You are going to feel as if there is some hope here. Exactly how that hope manifests, I don't know. I don't think it's going to come as a windfall. I don't think it's going to come as here is a pay rise, here is a bonus hours, here is overtime, here is that. I don't think it's going to be that, my darling. It feels very much like whatever's been happening, whatever these tough choices you made were, it feels, in all honesty, like you might still need to get some further help. And to be honest with you, it feels like you definitely should go and speak to either a financial advisor, Citizens Advice Bureau, something like that. All right? Get some advice on how you can move forward. If this is financial, then yeah, get advice on how you move forward with that. If it's work-wise and if they're making, your life difficult at work in terms of your wages and things like that, then again, I think you do need to just get some advice. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Thank you ever so much for your question, Rabina. No, I pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Are we back? Am I back? No, I'm still on the little one. There we go. And let's have a look in the chat. Gosh. I need to make this bigger at some point. Terry Pratchett's amazing. You don't work, so it's financial. There will be still something you can do. Get some advice. It may be there's some benefits that you're not claiming that you need to. It may be that, for instance, I know somebody that is on I know a few people are on universal credit, and that person had to have an assessment, and there's something in our region of the UK called oh my god, what's it called? Welfare rights. And they are I think it's done through Citizens Advice Bureau, and they basically help advise you on if you're on the right benefits and if you're on the right amounts and all of that. And they can get things looked at, and they can, help you fill out forms and things. I know that this particular person was really struggling with some of the forms because they're super complicated, and they got I think it's called welfare rights, benefits rights. Can't remember. There's a version of that. Anyway, they got them to help with the forms, and they did it all online, and then sent through like a computer printout of the form rather than having to fill it all out. And that helped them when they had to make their claim. So there could be something that you are entitled to that you aren't getting, or there could be something where decisions gone against you. See if through the Citizens Advice Bureau, see if there is something like that in your area. right? If it doesn't have to be a benefit thing, but the CAB are great for looking over contracts, looking over things like that, especially when it comes down to finances. And you can get someone to look over your financial state, if you like, in a very generalized way, rather than having to pay out to go and see a financial advisor. So do maybe look into that. That might help. Non-fiction books. Oh God, Terry Pratchett, absolutely. Dragons of Pern. Love Dragons of Pern. Anne McCaffrey, The Ship Who Sang by Anne McCaffrey is the most amazing book. It will make you cry. Helga is amazing. The Suki Stackhouse books that were turned into the vampire series that I can't remember what the name of it was. What was that? It wasn't Twilight. That was rubbish. It wasn't Vampire Diaries. That was rubbish. It wasn't Interview the Vampire. That was Anne Rice. It was the other one. Oh my God. Bad Blood. No. Bad Blood. I've literally got them on the bookcase. I can't remember. It was in a they turned it into a series. Anyway, it was very good. Recommend those. Code Deb, it's all good. You understand the reading. It's not what you think. And your bills are all paid. That's fantastic. Good news, my darling. Good news. It depends on the horror, to be honest with you, Patricia. It depends on the horror. Are you in Yorkshire or Derbyshire? Oh, I don't know where Patricia is. I don't know what county that's considered. The Peak District, one of the most beautiful places you've ever been to. It's stunning. The driving is... luckily, I don't drive. Rufus does all the driving. So, yeah, you're right. It is bonkers. Oh, yeah. Could you do the things? Could you do the things? Where is it? Up here. Could you do these things? Could you hit the like button? And also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and dong your bell. And change your settings to all, so that YouTube notifies you whenever I go live. In theory, it doesn't always happen, but in theory, that should. So yes, Reservoir and a Little Old Pub. Where am I going? Oh, no problem at all, Rabina, my darling. No problem at all. I hope it helps. It does take a while to get used to the roads. Unfortunately, the reason I don't drive has got nothing to do with my driving ability. I was a very good driver, in fact. It's because of my suspected narcolepsy, where I will crash out through the fibro. When I get tired, my body just turns off. Can't be doing that if I'm on a motorway. Do you know what I mean? It's not a good option. Oh, that would be good. If you come again, yes. You have to arrange it, my darling. We'll have to arrange it. You got a book 1 and book 2 by Robin Hobb. Oh, I thought that said Robin Hood. Oh, I got all excited. Do you need credits for the libraries in the UK? Nanette's in the United States. I want to say Texas. I don't think it is. Where are you in the States, Nanette? Don't put the city in your address. Just put the state. But no, you don't need credits for the libraries. You just go and rent a book. The Suki Stackhouse books got weird. They got amazing. Oh God, I want to reread them now. I've got so many books on my pile. A lot of it is non-fiction, like autobiographies and all sorts at the moment. I'm not reading. I'm playing with Lego instead. I know it's stupid. They did make a TV show out of it. What was it called? Something First Blood, Thingy Blood. The app is called Everard, and you use your credits to bought extra books on Audible this month, so you won't be able to get any more until the next time you got credit on Audible, and you only have one on it. Okay. Thank you, Culture Envy. Nice to see you. Good evening, my darling. I hope you are very, very well. Yes, I get one free Audible book with Amazon Prime, and I might get some in my bank as well. I don't know. True Blood. Thank you. Oh my God, that was annoying me. Thank you, Nanette. I was thinking First Blood. No, that's not right. Bad Blood. That's not right. That's not right. Can't think. Oh no, these ones are quite sexy. These ones are quite sexy. Oh, Stephen King is all the same. The man in the jumper walked into the room, and he was, and it's like, what does the man look like, Stephen? What's the man look like? Give us some descriptives. Thank you. You've got almost all of Stephen King's, except for there's a couple of books that are short story collections you don't have. You almost reached out to do a reading while I was there, but unfortunately didn't have time. Oh, my darling, you'll have to come over and stay for weeks next time. Come and stay in that there Yorkshire. What is it they call it, Patricia? What do they call Yorkshire? God's own kitchen. Or is that Kent? God's own country. No, I don't know. There's a name for it. You can tell I'm not from Yorkshire. I'm from down south. But there is a name for it where they say, oh, it's something. You read a lot of horror books, but you're in the mood for fantasy right now. Okie dokie. I recommend, Anne McCaffrey is always good if you like dragons and things. Frank Herbert with Dune, but I cannot pronounce half of the words in there. Hence, it stops me every time. Oh my God, the Percy books that were made into a series as well. Oh my God, what are they called? What are they called? Percy and the Lightning Thief. Percy Jackson books. They are amazing, right? Listen, I know I slate Harry Potter for being for kids, and then now I refuse to read it because J.K. Rowling is a piece of trash, and I refuse to give her any money at all. I would burn the Harry Potter books and take great joy in burning them, except for the fact it would mean buying the Harry Potter books, which I completely refuse to do. Anywho, Percy Jackson, again, aimed at a younger audience. Amazing. All about the Greek gods and half-bloods and all of this, and the Greek gods walk among us. There's a series which is kind of okay. There was a couple of films which weren't bad. The series is okay, but the books are amazing. Totally recommend those. Now I want to go and read those as well. Dedar Land. What's Dedar Land? I don't know. God's Own County. Thank you. You've got Dune, also the Percy Jackson books. Where were the first ones? There are 6 of them. Yes, they are very good. They are very good. Like all of them. Anyway, shall we have another reading? Shall we? Let's go for another one of these. Hello. Get your questions in. It is that time. It really is. The round is open. Go ahead. Pop your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If you would like to guarantee your reading, you can do so by sending it through as a super chat. Any amount, could be 25 cents, will get you on that list. If, however, you donate £8 GBP or $10 or above, that will get you a longer reading. And yay, that will get you, as I say, that will get you a longer reading. Either way, go ahead and do one of those things now. If we get more than one super chat, I read them in the order they come in. If we don't get any super chats, then the keeper of the questions, one of our amazing moderators, the most amazing moderators anywhere on the interwebs, one of those lovely people will choose at random who gets the reading. It's done on a randomizer thingy that they've got. So either way, whichever way you would like to do it, that is how you get a reading. And I do believe we've been talking a lot about Americans visiting the UK. This is somewhere that I would really like to visit.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods.
Yes, indeed. And if you don't know who the mods are by now, their names are in blue with a little spanner next to their name. A little wrench, spanner. There's other words for it as well, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, that's how you can tell who the mods are. Right. I don't think we need a mod, do we? Because it does look as if we've had one question again in that round. And we have Culture Envy. Good evening to you, my darling. Culture, not Vulture. Culture Envy. I see what you did there. Guidance for dealing with potential housing and job instability over the coming year. I can't really do a year reading. It's not something that it's possible to do with a 3 card, in all honesty. Again, it makes me laugh when I see tarot readers online go, oh, yes, this means that. This means that. This means this. And you go, really? Does it really? Does it really? I don't think it does. But yes. New York doesn't have the Statue of Liberty anymore. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh, thank you, Culture Envy. New York City would love me. Oh, I mean, the whole world loves me. I'm not so sure. Trans people are not very welcome or safe in most of the US right now. I know New York's like a bit of an outlier for that, but yeah, it might not be the best option. Why is there no Statue of Liberty in New York, Nanette? Because the statue's there. I know a couple of years back it did turn alive, and it turned out it was one of the weeping angels, and it did actually go to, I think it was Manhattan, and like peer over the top of that building, and then the Doctor and Amy and Rory jumped off the building, but that reset the timeline. So because it reset the timeline, it meant the Statue of Liberty was back on Ellis Island. Geography. That was a good geography question. Yes, I think it is. It might not uphold the values anymore, but I think it's still there. I think the actual physical, they haven't sent it back to France or anything. I don't know. That would be funny. If that were true, that would be funny. That would be very funny if that were true. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Give us your huddled masses. Isn't that what it said? How do I know this? How do I not know what day it is? Or how do I not know that I haven't turned over my calendar for many, many weeks? How do I know what is inscribed on the blooming book of the Statue of Liberty? That is bonkers. Anyway, right, Cold V. See, can't even say your name, but I know what the Statue of Liberty is inscribed. Anywho, Culture Envy, let's go for you, my darling. We're going to cleanse the space as always. This is your last warning, everybody. Last warning. If you want to get a guaranteed reading, you're going to need to do it now. This is your last chance to get your reading in, okay? This is your last chance. If you want to get yourself a Super Chat guaranteed reading, this will be your last chance. So then, there we go. And we're bringing in Wispy. So for Culture Envy, we want some guidance, Wispy, in dealing with potential housing and job instability that's coming ahead. So how do we look at that? How do we deal with some instability? Are we... Ooh. What was that? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords reversed. Right. Oh, no, hang on. Don't panic. Wispy's saying nope. That rolled over. It wasn't a card flip. Okay, Wispy. Okay, it just rolled off my arm. Okay, that's fine. We know when we get a card flip, because it's a very obvious thing. Okay, Wispy. Okay, I'm getting told off in my head. I know, right? Do you know what? If you weren't spiritually minded and you watch this channel for the first time, and I'm talking about a dragon that is that connects to the Akashic records and then tells me things and talks to me, you would think I've gone completely stark raving bonkers. I mean, you know, that happened separately to all of that, but wouldn't you? That was Wispy. That's what he meant. You'll know. That was wispy. 5 of Wands reversed. Okie dokie. That's your clarifying or modifying card. Now, let's look at the 5 of Wands. So, the 5 of Wands. Wands are all about confidence and self-esteem, culture envy. Now, the thing about the Wands is, and self-esteem, is that when you're with the, sorry, the thing about the 5s, when you're with the 5, you're halfway through the journey towards the 10, right? You're halfway through that journey in the minors. This is a time to look back, to reassess, to combine, to question, to look at where you've come. You can see we've got 5 different hands holding each of the wands, making up this pentacle here. This isn't a pentacles, this is a wands card, right? So we've got that fire energy coming in with wands, but also you need to look back, you need to assess, and you need to be constantly looking at how you've got where you are and what you're looking at in the future. So this card is about planning. You have not been planning enough, right? You need to try and plan as much as you can. And what I mean by not planning enough, what I mean is like you need to genuinely get a, if option A happens, what do I do? If option B happens, what do I do? If option C happens, option D, option E, like get some scenarios, get some backup plans, get something put in place, make some phone calls, speak to some friends, speak to family. Look, there might be some instability going on later in the year. If that happens, at an absolute minimum, can I put stuff in your garage? Can I put stuff in the loft? Can I put stuff in your basement? You know, I know that you haven't got room to take me in, but if I find, you know, out that I'm sofa surfing for a few weeks, can I at least store my stuff with you? No, right? There's nobody that can help with that. Right then, can I maybe look at a self-storage thing? Can I get enough money to pay for that for 6 months? Can someone help out with this? Can someone help out with that? Do that planning now. Start work before it's needed. Do that now, right? This is in the clarifying position. So before you need to ask those questions, before you need to reach out desperately as the huddled masses, whatever it was, right? Before you need to do that, now is the time to make people aware. Because if it's last minute, then you might end up stuck, right? But if you say to people around you, your close friends, just say, look, there's going to be some instability in my career or in my work or in my whatever, you know, for this reason, that reason, or for no reason. You don't have to explain. You might just be able to say to some of your friends or family or network, look, I might end up being between houses for a little while. If that happens, can I store some bits at yours? You know, I know you've got that outhouse out the back. I know you've got that barn. I know you've got that space. If need be, I don't drive. Could you help me rent a van to get the stuff to you? Or if I rent the van, do you know what I mean? Do those things now. Get those feelers out so that you know if it comes to it and you need that kind of support, you know where to go, you know who to rely on, you know what your options are. Because lastminute.com, when you're sat there going, oh my God, I've been given 2 weeks to get out of the apartment or 2 weeks to get out of the house or 2 weeks to whatever, right? If that suddenly happens, oh my God, they found asbestos in every single room in my house and I need to move. If that happens, lastminute.com, and nobody's got any warning, there's nothing they can do. But if you are starting to tell people, look, I might need somewhere to store some bits, or I might need somewhere to crash later on, if there's room in your shed, if there's room in your garage, can you make some space if I can put some boxes there? Do you know what I mean? Get ahead of that now. I'm sure I did the drop. Did I do the cut? I can't remember. So we're going to cut again, Wispy. We're cutting again. So there we go. I don't know whether I did or didn't, but we've cut again. Right then. So where you are right now, the 7 of Swords. Jesus, my darling, really tough choices ahead. Really tough choices ahead. The Seven of Swords. Sevens are, again, about choices, right? Swords, hurdles, challenges, obstacles. So really, 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 I think you're going to be... I think things are going to get tough for you, right? I also believe extremely firmly with everything in my body through a lot of years of experience, the universe only ever gives you what you can handle. It might test you to your breaking point. It won't push you over, right? Remember that. You've got through every single one of your darkest days when you didn't think you would get through it. You've got through it. You're here. The universe will only give you what you can handle. You've just got to find a way to handle it in that moment, right? Reach out if you need that help. Reach out to friends, family, loved ones, strangers, charities, whatever it is. If you need help and support in your darkest moments, make sure you reach out. The universe will only ever give you what you can handle, but it will try you. Okay, so just be very, very firm with that. It does feel as if there are some really tough choices coming up with this Seven of Swords, my darling, so do please be aware of that. What you need to know, yeah, look, we've got the Guru, the Hierophant, and the Chariot, right? So Hierophant, you heard me instantly. I said the Guru. The Hierophant is a really complicated word that just means like a wise leader, a wise person, a guru, somebody in a position of advice, right? The guru in this case, and this is what you need to know, this is somebody that you can lean on, somebody that you can go to for support, somebody that is able to offer guidance in a way that is really deep and meaningful, right? And what I mean by that, this isn't just like, oh, it's spiritual advice. Ow, that was me banging my knee. This isn't just spiritual advice, right? The Hierophant in a lot of decks, it looks like the Pope, which is why we've got this scepter type thing here, and you've got the keys. The keys are often seen as being the keys to knowledge, the keys to understanding, so we've got those hanging on his belt. We've got all of these different religious symbols on the scarf. This is a non-specific robe that he's wearing, but you can see the hand is raised like this. In tarot, you'll see this position in a couple of different cards. Often it's with the Magician as well, where you see this card, this one is raised, the other hand is down, so it's as above, so below. So there's certain elements that come into the tarot imagery and mythology. But there is definitely, with this Hierophant, it's saying you need to get advice. You need to do this now. If there is job and housing and job instability, get some advice, speak to people, reach out now. If I don't know if you're religious, this could be a church leader, this could be a charity, this could be somebody that is able to offer some kind of support. It could be do they call it, I can't remember. It could be somebody, I don't know what networks you might have. If you've been to college or university, you might have a network through that. If you've been to, you know, this, that, or the other, there's often groups within jobs, there's unions and all sorts of bits and pieces. Reach out absolutely everywhere you can. Somebody will be knowledgeable about your rights. Somebody will be knowledgeable about where to go for support, right? Reach out everywhere, my darling. You need to do this now, absolutely now. Because in the future opportunity that we've got here, we've got the Chariot reversed. This is a move, and it's not one that you're going to want to make. It's not a move by choice. So that tells me this housing instability is very, very, very real, right? Again, I only see normally a couple of months maximum down the line. I'm not saying this is going to happen a couple of months' time, but it may be culture envy that this, it might not be that you move in 2 months, but it might be you get told that this is a reality in a couple of months, right? And this is not wanted. This is not something that you are choosing. This is something that is going to be chosen for you almost, right? You're going to be put in that situation. I don't think it's immediately, this is going to be, coming up before the end of October, but it does genuinely feel, because this is reversed, and it often I say the Chariot is a journey. This feels like a journey. In this question with this specifics, this is a physical move. It might even be moving, I don't know whether it's state or city, but moving a significant distance. That is what this is giving me. If it was a smaller move, it might be a minor arcana card. This is telling me it almost feels like, I don't know whether it's, okay, I don't know why. Wispy is giving me what's she bloody called? Dorothy in the Aunt and Uncles, right? In the Wizard of Oz. My brain's saying Aunt May. I don't think that was Aunt May. That's Spider-Man. But anyway, and also like that sort of barn, that sort of family. It's almost like moving back to parents, back to something. There is something here that you need to bear in mind. If where you live right now is a hugely expensive area, hugely expensive state, then it may well be that you are going to move. How you deal with this, please get some independent advice. Speak to charities, speak to anybody in your network that might have some knowledge, right? Reach out. This is not the time, culture envy, for you to be shy and retiring. This is when you are going to need to be a bloody squeaky wheel. You are going to need to reach out and say, do you know what? I need help. You need to really stretch out and do this right now. I don't think this is going to be 10 months down the line. This Chariot card feels urgent to me. I don't know whether it's coming now or whether it's, you're going to find out about it now and it's going to be, happening a little way further down. Whatever it is, you need to crack on with this, and please, please, please take this urgency you can hear in me, this urgency that the cards are screaming at. Like, take this as a serious, because I really do genuinely feel that you need to get on top of this. Okay, my love, I hope it helps. The one thing I will say about this particular Chariot card, it looks an awful lot like the Strength, right? Ultimately, the physical move will come with a spiritual, emotional journey as well. There will be you will go on a metaphorical, as a metaphysical as well as physical journey. Hopefully that makes sense, my darling. Hopefully that makes sense. And thank you ever so much. Nope, that's the wrong one. Thank you ever so much for your question. Right. Let's have a look in the chat. Right, I'm on the wrong screen again. There we go. Point taken. Will do what I can. Thank you. Best of luck to you, my darling. If you're able to pop in and let us know how things are going, please do. But listen, all the very, very, very best to you, my darling. Absolutely, the very, very best. Yeah, I did as well, Patricia. I once moved house a lot. I didn't have dogs and cats and children, but I moved house a lot. I once moved house by bus. That was a nightmare. So many bus trips with a day ride or day rover, whatever it was. But it's happening now. You have to move in a couple of weeks because your lease ends. If you lose your job, you'll have to move twice in a short time period. Best of luck to you, my darling. Literally reach out. to friends and family, there's something in the back of my head saying you're going to be putting stuff in storage. It really feels like some stuff's going to go into temporary storage at a friend's. Now, I don't think that means you're going to be necessarily homeless, but it does feel as if you've got a couple of moves that you might need to do, then it might make sense to, you know, grab a U-Haul, dump some stuff, especially if there's a farm or a barn or something somewhere. That might be a thing. So yeah, it's absolutely. But also, as Patricia said, a lot of us have done it. You know what I mean? Getting on a bus with everything I owned, moving across from one side of Leeds to the other to somewhere cheaper, and doing it with plastic shopping bags. And also, I remember carrying a 6-foot besom broomstick with me, and I haven't got it these days. I've got a flat besom, but it was a very large, very, very, no disguising what it was, besom, moving house with that, and a television and a microwave and all of these things with a set of wheels, like suitcase wheels, because I didn't have the money to move. And then I think I used one taxi one time because there were things that I couldn't physically move on the bus. Nightmare. Ellis, good evening. Hello, Ellis, my friend. You lost track of time. I really wanted to know if you will get the job that you're interviewing for on Thursday. What time is it? We've got 7 minutes. I tell you what, I'm breaking all the rules, but you know what? Sod it. It's my channel. I'm allowed. We'll do one for Ellis. Wispy, do a quick for Ellis. Ellis is interviewing Wispy on Thursday. We want to know, is this going to go well for Ellis on Thursday? For a start, Ellis, do the usual things, you know, like have a wash, put some deodorant on, maybe have a shave or have a trim, you know, all of those lovely things. Do all of that before, do you know what I mean? Have a shower, wear clean underwear, what else? Clean socks, all of that. A good CV. Right, Wispy, what are we looking at for Ellis? Again, that was me. That wasn't though. What did you just do, Wispy? That dropping it was me. That wasn't. Oh, Ellis! Oh, for God's sake, hands. Oh, my hands are getting very fibro-y at the moment, hence the slightly bollocked shuffling. But Ellis, that card jumped. You saw it. It turned as I was shuffling. It flipped itself upside down. That is a Wispy moment. This is the Magician. Ah, the Magician is amazing. The Magician is so positive, right? The Magician represents having all of the tools of the suits of the deck, all of the elements at your fingertips, being able to put them into practice, being able to manifest the world around you, right? That is an amazing card to come up for a clarifying card for a reading like this, right? Absolutely. It is saying you've got all of that potential right now, right? You've got that potential right now. Listen, when you go into this interview, it's like dress for the job you've got, or the job you want, sorry. Like, be full of confidence, ask lots of open questions, be very open, be very engaging. I've met you in real life. I think you are a genuinely lovely, lovely person. I think you are confident about who you are. I think you're very easy to talk to. I think you're somebody who, you know, carries themselves really well. You are, from memory, you're physically, you know, you're quite tall, you're quite attractive in those ways, if you find, you know, younger people that isn't ruthless attractive. Do you know what I mean? You're well presented, well groomed. All of those things are in your favor, right? All of those things are in your favor. I genuinely think that you are a very presentable and a very employable person. So all of that goes in your favor, right? All of that. It's just about, are you going to be a good fit for this particular job? Is this particular job going to be a good fit for you? The Magician card is screaming that you have a lot of potential for this position. There is a lot of, like, you could make this something really good. So fingers crossed, but let's see what the cards themselves have to say. So that's your clarifying card. I think this bodes well, in all honesty. So we will do your drop. So Wispy, where Ellis is right now, Hierophant. Okay, second card. Wispy does like his repeats, doesn't he? So the Hierophant. So, Guru. What do we mean by the Guru card? Again, we're looking at asking for advice. Maybe brain, put that together. Is this a job you know about already? Is this a job that a company you know about already? If not, get some advice from someone that already works there. Or, even be cheeky, ring up HR in general. Don't necessarily give them all your details, but just say, hello, can I just ask, what sort of things are you looking for in your employees? What things are you, try and get some information, try and get some advice from somebody. There's somebody right now in your circle who you can lean on for advice on this. And it's not me, because but there's somebody. Yeah, this feels interesting. Reach out to a guru. Girl world. No, reach out to somebody with some advice. In terms of what you need to know, we've got Justice reversed, okay, and we've got the 9 of Wands reversed. Now, don't panic about these. Justice reversed, there could be a wiggle in terms of legalities, right? So there could be a wiggle in terms of legalities. It could be that you need to could be that you need to, there might be excuse me, could be there's a qualification that you've got or that you haven't got, something along these lines. There is some sort of legal matter that may well, like that justice scales, that pendulum, if you like, is kind of swinging a little bit. Okay, listen. You've got the Magician card here, right? So you've got this ability to present yourself in the best way imaginable, right? I think when you do this interview, it may well be that you haven't got a piece of paper that you need, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I don't think it's going to be an issue. This is not a stumbling block. I think this is going to be a non-issue. Reason I'm saying that is because for justice to be upright, it's a legal issue you need to go through. When this is reversed, I don't think you need to worry about it. It's almost like, oh, you haven't got this qualification, but don't worry, we can do that on the job, right? There's something here like that where it feels like you haven't got, I don't know. It's okay, Wispy. Thank you. So oh my God, how many more years ago than I ever would have. When I was 20, let's put it that way. I don't need to put years on it. When I was 20, I was offered a job in the city I grew up in, and it was in the day theatre in that job, because at the time I thought I wanted to go into nursing. And the day theatre role was an amazing opportunity, because I would spend, I think, 3 days a week in the classroom and 2 days a week in day theatre. And obviously for the first year I would basically be mopping up the blood, passing this over, doing that, like not doing anything major, cleaning up afterwards, sterilizing down, all of that. That would be my job, but I would be learning, and it was a paid position where I was able to learn whilst working. It would have been, I think if I remember rightly, instead of it being like, say if the nursing degree is 3 years, I think this took you to 4 years. Is that right? Or was it 2? Whatever it was either a year longer or a year less. I think it was a year longer, but you were paid, right? So you were working, it wasn't a lot, but you were working and learning and growing. I actually think it was a year less, but anyway, it was an amazing opportunity, right? Absolutely. The thing that I had worked my arse off for was offered that position, and I turned it down and moved to Leeds, because if I had taken it, I would have committed to being in the place I grew up for at least 2 to 3 years, maybe 4. I can't remember exactly what it was because I'm old. But it would have meant giving that commitment to stay in that town. And I hated it. I hated it with a passion. For whatever reason, Wispy is telling me that this job has elements of that. So there will be some bit of qualification when you're in that interview and they go, oh, hello, Ellis. You do, I see here on the, I don't know why I'm doing like Oxford University voice, but hello, Ellis. I see here that you don't have your advanced bachelor's super degree in biochemical engineering with advanced quantum mechanics. Now, normally it is something we advise for our entry position as file clerk. However, we are prepared, just this once, because your interview has gone so very, very well, we are prepared to offer you the position and allow you the opportunity to train for your advanced doctorate, master's, bachelor's in whatever I just said, advanced quantum mechanics, specialized science, bread making, whatever it was, right? Feels like that. Feels like there is an opportunity here for you to pick up the qualification that isn't here with the justice card, right? That's what this feels like, rather than it being you haven't got the legal right to do it, so you need to move forward. The 9 of Wands. Listen, I think you might go really well with this. I think this interview might go really, really well. And I think the outcome feels really positive. But it's going to come with a twist, because doesn't life do that? I don't know whether this is implying a little bit of imposter syndrome. I don't know whether this is implying a little bit of getting in your head after the interview, or even maybe before the interview. I don't know. But this is saying your confidence, right, is going to feel, the 9 is feeling very confident, feeling like really good, really this, really that. The 9 is awesome moving forward, right? It's a super confident, super sure of yourself. Look what I can do. Look at all these experiences. I think there is an imposter doodah syndrome element to this, right? Shut up. You believe, listen, right? You believe in spiritual mumbo jumbo. You believe in tarot cards. You believe in things that quantum mechanics can't even put into, science can't even evaluate. You believe in this stuff. So if you believe in this stuff, you have to believe in yourself. Because if you can believe in tarot cards and believe in my ability to read pretty pictures, lovely bits of cardboard on some flippity floppity bits of card, then you can believe in Ellis, right? You've got this. This doubt, this. Hang on, she was reversed. This doubt, this feeling of imposter. Oh, can I really do it? You've got the bloody magician here. And you've got the Hierophant, and you've got Justice. 3 major arcana cards in a 4-card reading. Ellis, my darling, listen, go into that interview super confident, right? Whatever you're interviewing for, whether there is a qualification you don't have, whether there is whatever it is, none of that matters. You have got this, right? I hope you find out either the same day or very shortly afterwards that they at least are taking you to the next level of interviews and whatever else, right? I think this feels so positive, right? And I don't want you to be feeling overconfident. You're still going to have to work your ass off, right? You're still going to have to impress. You're going to have to wake up that day, make yourself, doll yourself up, put on a happy face, and you know, tap dance your way into the interview and all of that malarkey. But I am feeling very confident that you've got this. You believe in tarot. I know you do, because you've asked questions not just for yourself but for your mum. I know you believe in tarot. I know you believe in my ability to read these bloody cards. So believe in yourself. Believe in my positive vibes that I'm getting from this. You are your magician here, right? This doesn't feel like it's a job either. This feels like it's a career. This doesn't feel like it's a... I don't want to offend anybody, but this doesn't feel like it's a flipping burgers in McDonald's. This feels like it's something that is going to be an important move for you moving forward, and you've got the magician. This is your time to grab this. After the last year or so that you've had with work being really difficult and things being all the way up and down, you deserve this, and it feels like you've got absolutely everything that this company needs, except maybe some piece of paper somewhere with this justice card that they're going to be able to either overlook, or you can train, or you can go to college, or you can do whatever. There is a way around it, right? Listen, Ellis, you are a genuinely lovely person, right? You deserve this. You deserve this magician. You genuinely do. I hope to hear either on Sunday or next week, or as soon as you hear, please do pop back in on one of the live streams, Tuesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m, everybody. UK time. Don't forget, though, on the 26th of August, there won't be a stream, because I am moving that one to the 28th, because I'm having eye surgery, or laser, or whatever it is. So, yeah, hopefully, my friend, that makes sense, Ellis. Let us know. This is your dream line of work. You'll be fine. Hang on. Your fear was you don't live it. Hang on, let me go back to this, because I can't really see. How far back do we go? Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you. No problem at all, my darling. Bye, Dormouse. Stay hydrated. Everybody's saying goodnight to Dormouse. Ellis, you used to volunteer for them before, and now they're offering you an apprenticeship. Ellis, that's the... Oh, Wispy. Oh, I'm having an emotional reaction. That's very unlike me. Robotic heart, please don't melt because you're having an emotional reaction. Ellis, what was I saying about my... That's literally what I was describing. You'd go, what? It's hard to work in conservation, and I volunteer with a conservation group who could give advice. Ellis! Ellis! You don't have anything jazz which you thought was a reaper, is that apparently it would be a problem? Ellis! Oh, Ellis! Oh my God! You can do if you want to. Yes, absolutely, no problem. You can always light candles for me. I don't mind that at all. Ellis! Justice upside down! In that position. I was describing, it wasn't called an apprenticeship, it was called Project 2000. They were trying to get loads more nursing stuff in. It was an offshoot of that was my thing, but effectively it was apprenticeship. Learn on the job as you're going. Ellis, they've offered you an apprenticeship. That is flipping, oh my God, I nearly swore. That is flippity floppity insane. That is flippity-floppity insane. Listen, all the very, very, very best of luck, my darling. All the very, very best of luck. I will, if it's okay with you, on Wednesday night, I will... No, Thursday morning. No, it'll be Wednesday night. Early hours of the morning. So effectively, it's Thursday morning in real time, but because I haven't gone to sleep yet, it will technically be Wednesday night for me, because that's how my brain deals with time. So the early hours of Thursday morning, Wednesday night, I will do a little casting for you, if that is okay, my darling. I think, listen, I genuinely believe you've got this. Genuinely believe you've got this. The only one who can mess this up is going to be you. I know, right? You've got this. Seriously, the only reason I think that if this doesn't happen for you, the only reason it won't happen for you is because there will be somebody that is the boss's cousin. Do you know what I mean? It'll be a Nepo baby that gets it instead of you. That'll be the only reason that I can see anything like this not coming out in your favour. It feels super positive. Listen, my friend, all the very, 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 very best of luck to you. I will, if it's all right with you, I will light a candle and do my nudging the universe, just a little tiny touch in your favour. Listen, if it adds an extra 0.1% to the odds, you'll be doing all the amazing work. But it feels right. It feels right. It really does. It doesn't feel like you're destined for kitchen work. Let us know. And on that lovely, lovely note, thank you so much for everybody for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you to the amazing channel members. They are absolutely amazing people. Everybody who signs up from $2.99 a month, amazing. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Thank you. It helps us to run the channel, so thank you so much for everybody who has decided to do that. Thank you to the moderators who give up their free time freely and amazingly on a Tuesday and Sunday to come and be here, and it enables me to do the reading. So thank you very much to the mods, and of course thank you to everyone who's subscribed and everybody who's watched. And from this aging old witch, I'm going to say have a lovely week. I will hopefully see you all on Sunday, and stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Join the Crow Collective. Help to support this channel by becoming a member here on YouTube. From £2.99 per month, you will gain access to members-only perks, live streams, competitions, sneak peeks, and more. Just click on Join for more information. Thank you to all our members.
They're witches.
So, apparently I'm a witch.
'Cause she's a witch.
I'm the love witch.
I am a witch.
I am a witch.
I'm a witch.
Sally just came out.
Now the witch is back.